always get so happy that I start dancing whenever this song comes on. I don't know what it is about having someone sing your name that just feels so great. But let's go ahead and get to it. Welcome to a brand new episode of Growth Groove with Dr. Erica. I'm so excited to be here today, and I have a surprise to tell you about later. So you're going to want to lean in, hang in there, and listen to the whole episode. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be talking about. Today, we're talking about five quick strategies for better nutrition. You might be like, why are we talking about this? Well, one of the things we're always talking about is getting healthier. What's one of the things about getting healthy? What you eat. So that's why we are talking about this, because as you know, I am a busy person. I'm a busy doctor, busy entrepreneur, have had almost 20 years of experience of being a traveling physician. So I have lived life on the road, and I am going to share my personal strategies to you and also remind myself of what I need to be doing. Sound like a deal? So if you don't know me, let me tell you who I am. I am your host, Dr. Erica, Harvard-trained, double board certified psychiatrist and host of the hit podcast, Better with Dr. Erica. I'm so rationally passionate about helping you be better, do better, and live better. I do that through my adult telepsychiatry, my books, including Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life, Love, and Legacy, my speaking, and my podcast, as I mentioned earlier, Better with Dr. Erica. I do all of this to help busy people like you that show up for yourself. You show up for your friends. You show up for everybody, but you don't show up for yourself. I do this to put you back in your life. So, as I said before, this is a cornerstone of health, eating healthy. Now, you probably have heard me talk about it before. I have talked about the better seven, those 7 areas that are so important for you to be able to be better, do better, and live better. So as you noticed, we go around here, you get around the wheel, and number 4 is support. But today we are talking about supply. Can we do bloopers? Can we do bloopers on this? I don't know. So number 6, supply, what you put in your body. So we're also having a moment where we're going to do some quality time with the better 7 today. So today we are talking about supply because we're talking about those 5 great tips that are quick and easy strategies to help you with nutrition. You might be like, well, why are we doing this? Well, I oftentimes hear this, eating healthy is hard. I'm busy. I don't know how to get this done. I don't want to do all this meal prep. It's expensive. I can't leave the donuts. I can't say no to the donuts. The hot donuts now sign at Krispy Kreme just is calling me. I hear all of the things. Part of the reason I'm also sharing is we talked about it, getting older, between getting older and COVID, Dr. Erica has a few, as my dad calls them, LBs that she would like to lose. So we're going to talk about some things that we can do together. But these are proven strategies that work. I've even done them, so I know they work. So I want to share them with you because sometimes we make things much more complicated than it needs to be. And I want to give you something quick and straightforward. And I won't say it's easy because some of these things will still take some practice, but they're things that are quick, low effort, but high yield. Because sometimes one of the things I hear all the time is I just don't have the capacity. I can't do one more thing. I can't do one more thing, Dr. Erica. So we're going to talk about some ways that the one more thing doesn't feel like a big one. It's like a little tiny itty bitty one. You ready? So number 1 is you're going to prep ingredients. Why do I say this? I am one of those people. I don't know what I want to eat on Thursday, on Sunday. So I'm a big fan of prepping ingredients. And that way, a lot of times you prep the ingredients. It can be a multitude of things. It could be a soup. You can have a stir fry. You can make pasta. You can do a variety of things, make omelets, frittatas, things with eggs, if you just prep the ingredients. So that's like cleaning off your vegetables and your fruit, cutting them. If you have meat or tofu, I promise I don't have the COVID. You are marinating it. So literally just having it so that when you're ready to make your food, you're just grabbing it and throwing it in whatever it is. You're throwing it in your air fryer, you're throwing it in a pot, you're throwing it in a saucepan, whatever. So you're not having to do all that prep. It's done. You're just tossing it together. Number 2 is clean out unhealthy items. You can't eat what's not in your house. And to me, one of the biggest things and one of the things that the Better 7 addresses is your environment. So one of the things that sets the tone for how you feel emotionally, physically, and spiritually is your personal environment. Well, it's hard to fall off the wagon or to put things in your body that shouldn't be there if they're not in your home, because then you have to take the next step to be out to do it. So it's getting those things out of the house that you know don't need to be there, going through your refrigerator, your freezer, your cabinet, your pantry, and just getting all those things that get you in trouble out. The next thing is, first we talked about getting out what's already in there. The next is, if you know you don't need to eat it or it's not going to work for you, or you know you're supposed to be working on your cholesterol, you don't need to bring public fried chicken in your house. So the first was you're taking it out of the house if it's there. The next is you're not bringing it in. Got it? So this makes another level of effort. As I said, to eat these things, you got to go. You got to leave your house. Number 4 is try a new recipe or food item, because one of the things I often hear is eating healthy is boring. So it's one of the reasons I encourage people to try new recipes or to try new ingredients or things you haven't had before. I tried some new seasoning not too long ago, and it was really cool to try it. Sometimes you're going to love what you try, sometimes you're not going to love it quite so much. But trying something new will help you have food variety while you're eating healthy, but will also help you experiment so that you can make sure that that healthy food that you're taking in, that stuff that you're putting in your body, actually tastes good. Because I'm a fan of, I like flavorful food. We're supposed to eat to live, but I love to eat. So I want my food to taste yummy. So this is a way to experiment to get more food variety. Number 5 is look online to use ingredients in your home that you don't usually use. So an example is, there are 2 places this typically happens the most. One is in your spices, because sometimes we just buy something that looks good and we never use it because we don't know what to do with it. The other is sometimes it'll be something that's in your non-perishables. But it could be anywhere else, but a lot of times out of habit, what we're buying for our fridge and our freezer typically are things we use. But go online. There's everything online. You could say, what is a recipes with garam masala, something for air fryer, whatever you want. You can Google it and find it. And this is something to make eating fun, to give you new food variety, and to help you use the things in your house that survive the purge. So, do you see, this wasn't that hard. We've been on here a little over 7 minutes doing quality time, and we have been through all 5. So, again, I'm your host, Dr. Erica, Harvard trained, double board certified psychiatrist. I'm excited to have you here. We are going through 5 quick strategies. Oh, Lord Jesus. I feel like my sinuses, also known as my allergies, I'm in Georgia, had me having this cough with my allergies. It is such a pain in the neck. I've taken so many COVID tests and they are all negative. But all of this is to say, we're talking about these 5 quick strategies to have better nutrition, because nutrition is something that's going to just help you feel better physically, emotionally, and even spiritually when you are really paying attention to what you're putting in your body, which, as we said, with the better 7 is supply. So we're going to go through these again, but quick housekeeping. If you are checking this out, let me know where you're watching from. The next thing, if you know someone that needs this, just tag them. The next, if you know someone that needs it, just share. Sharing is caring. Let's go ahead and do what we can to help each other be healthy and to help each other be accountable. So let's do a quick review, and then I'm going to get you out of here. All right, let's get the screen right. There we go. So we had those 5 quick strategies for better nutrition. Number 1 is to prep your ingredients. You notice I did not say prep the whole meal. This way you do not have to make a commitment on your meal prep day of what you're going to eat the whole week. So that way you can still have some food variety, but make the cooking and the actual preparation of your food not take so long on the day of. The next is you're going to clean out unhealthy items, those things in your house that you know you do not need to be having a close relationship with. You're going to get them out, because you know what? You can't eat it at home if it's not there. Second part, if you can't eat it at home, if it's not there, is don't bring things in the house that you know you don't need to be eating. And I used the example earlier, the Publix fried chicken, but it may be the pound cake. You live alone. You have a whole pound cake in your house. The only way it's going to get eaten is you, and you're going to keep snacking on it. The main thing is just don't bring things in the house that you shouldn't have. Because as we said before, make yourself have to make the effort to go out. Okay? The number 4 is try a new recipe or food item. Get that food variety. Get some experimentation. Do something you haven't done before. It'll be exciting. It'll be new and something different. Along the lines of food varieties, look online to use ingredients at home that you don't use. Those things have been sitting in your cabinet. Those spices, those those random items. For some of us, it might even be something such as coconut milk or some type of soup, but just find recipes online to try it because you could use some adventure in your life. You deserve it. You deserve the adventure. Yes, you do. So thank you for joining me. That's what I got for you today. This is a quick in and out, but as I said, these are things that do not take a ton of effort, but are high yield and they're quick because the one thing I don't want you to do is to feel overwhelmed because you have so many things to do. So these are all pretty simple and easy to do, and you can do them now. So I look forward to hearing what you think about them, what happens when you use them in your own life. Okay. So, as I said before, I'm Dr. Erica, Harvard trained, double board certified psychiatrist, and host of the hit podcast, Better with Dr. Erica. I am irrationally passionate about helping you be better, do better, and live better. I do that through my adult telepsychiatry, my speaking, my books, including Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life, Love, and Legacy, and my podcast. I do all of this to help people like you that just give and give and give, and you pour out, and you pour out, and you pour out, and you don't pour back in yourself, or you look out and people just aren't pouring into you. I do this to put you back in your life. Are you ready? So, I mentioned that podcast. You remember you mentioned it? That one that you can find at betterthepodcast.com, or you can go to Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify or iHeartRadio, all kinds of places. You know why I'm telling you this? Because Plateau season 4 has officially started. Let me see if I can hide behind here. I hid behind here. I'm super excited about my first guest for season 4. As we've all talked, and I typically am transparent. Sometimes I have a little capacity. I'm sometimes doing too many of all the things. So we had a little break between season 3 and season 4, but I am back. Dr. Erica, the podcaster, is back and in the house. So we're starting out with Aaron Johnson, who is super phenomenal. And we're talking about touch and connection as tools for healing and better mental health. But the little tidbit that isn't on that title is that he also has this eco-friendly, sustainable lifestyle. We have this great conversation around how you can discover your purpose in ways that are unexpected and then creatively find ways to make it happen. So I really hope you check it out. Please share it and rate and review. I would love it. Don't let me be the best kept secret in the place. So thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you. The last thing is, if you want some Dr. Erica in your life more than somebody that you watch on the screen or listen in your ears on a podcast, go to AskDrGoodwin.com. That is AskDrGoodwin.com. And look and see if you might be able to be one of my patients and get to chat with me offline. How about that? Because I am pretty good at what I do, if I do say so myself. So just go to AskDrGoodwin.com and you can see information about my practice and potentially schedule a little complimentary 15-minute consultation. So that's what I have for you today. I need you to do me a favor. Take your left hand, put it on your right arm. Take your right hand, put it on your left arm. Give yourself a big squeeze because you deserve some love. And I may not be able to give it to you in person, but I hope you are feeling the vibes through whatever screen you're watching it, and you're giving yourself some love. So I look forward to seeing you. Growth Groove is here on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. The podcast season is now out. We'll be dropping new episodes on Tuesday. As I said, please subscribe. That way you get all the info and all the drops, and you'll get information on all the bonuses. So that's what I got for you today, and have a great night. Have a better day.